extreme weather over here. We are actually looking at this morning storm at like 9:50 a.m. That's when the small storm beginning, and then since then moving forward all lots of times. And this was look like at 11 around 11:30 a.m. Then it's going to get further, and now at 11:50, and those storms are going reducing large hill and are moving on, get further, get stronger and more. Now it is 12:40 p.m. and those storms are producing a large threat for around Kansas region. Now it is going to get closer and closer to the round Kansas area, but we're going to move upwards. But around Oklahoma, you're not to get those storms until around midnight, but Kansas should still have a large threat for those small thunderstorms. But these thunderstorms are still going to be there on a satellite region. The satellite will show those thunderstorms was a little bit tiny at around like 4 o'clock, and it's going to get over time to get ready for it come. And these storms are producing a large hail, and this was the look like on the weather radar. It's almost really similar areas, but we need to look at for the nighttime ones. We need to look at that on the weather models. This is what is going to be on the weather models for deducing those thunderstorms. What's going on over time for the cast area. This is what the storms could look like. At 6 p.m., Oklahoma has large of these small hail storms are popping upwards. In the Kansas area, you have another larger thunderstorms. In Dallas, you have a little bit over there, but we need to keep on over day and day out for those thunderstorms could producing a large threat for what the area is already past, but round the local city around there. But in a held towards Mississippi the next day for those thunderstorms. Round 6 will be still need to keep on it for those threats with the temperature will increasing or decreasing around the 6 p.m. hours. See, around 6 p.m. when it's cooler air feeding the moist air left over for this morning. For the how much is going to be the tanning with the how much there is a lot of ingredients for it. There are lots of 2 points. That's one, but there's like a lot. Each model's show you a different. I will show you this morning, but it was yesterday, but it was a lot of dew points with the dry and really cold air with the storms are pumping up. There's gonna be still gonna be a lot of lightning strikes could be out there, and also the hill path still gonna be not many, but it's gonna be bigger when the time move on. But not the 2 p.m. is to get rid of the last time it was like this, like at 1:30, and storms got vanished with the storms. See, this is slowly disappearing, but it's getting growing further away. But it's not a lot, but it could be there. For the radar signature for these storms for the time being, there's gonna be a lot of threats in there. But the pink and purple, it means the chance for hail, or the brown or brownness, there's a threat for damaged window. And there's a lot of interesting with the radar. There's towards the threat. We don't know how big, but there's gonna be possibility is there for those storms are packing up with that threat. Still gonna be a lot very interesting with the weather. This what's going on. They are reducing a watch around Kansas region, because it will be a lot of very strong damage wind and a little bit hail going on with that. Because the temperature with that region, you can see very well with the cold air and warm air feeding with the system behind it. And this was the wind speed, but not wind gust, but could be really strong up there with it going to be look like very strong around the snow region in a little bit I will talk about. But for now, for the stakes of electricity, the fog is very high but a little bit low. I'm thinking what it means over time, but there's the most threats over held with the satellite picture with these the American shows as with these strong thunderstorms popping upwards. This not go to all the way to around that, but get a little bit closer. These it's like big blimp, like pumping air, warmer air, feeding, and the air rise. Then it turn into these. How much is a lot of heating? That's how much we can measure that heat into energy. And the atmosphere is called K. Some local areas or region could make a lot of mistakes, but really tends to fighting over time with these points is how much there could be. Some areas over round the warning is around 1,000 and all the way to 40 at the 1 p.m. time. It's going to get a little bit further at 2 p.m. It's going to get a little bit less stronger, but could be there. The strongest point at 5 p.m. at 1,160 joules of Cape. Still gonna be there a lot of time to reducing those thunderstorms with the other ingredients still out there, but could be awareness. The models show could be the second season. It's not very strong, but it could be there during the event with the storms, producing a lot of layers with the massive heating ground. This what it means around 8.5 and also other things, but really other things heating with these changing for those thunderstorms popping up worse, but it's not a lot of ground heat, but it's there, but it's around Oklahoma and around Kansas region is going to get a little bit worse with time moving on over time and all the place it is and the direction going to take place with the temperature or this what's going on. There are lots of less humidity up there with the combined with a lot of dew points now rising upwards around 80 dew points. More likely about how much in there, how much strong statistically, but it's not a lot, but could be there. Round round 06 hours that's gonna be there, and also around that region around 12 there's more little Sicily and there's not, but could be there. Who knows what's going on that point on that. There's 2.6 of the EH and this what it going to be a very crazy week with those storms on today threat hold. This is what the Kansas region could look like with all those models going get with there's a lot of heating with the thunderstorms, but there's a lot of cape, but could be there. But there's a lot of Berkshire around that region, but it could be there. How much cape will be very strong. Sometimes there will be a little bit of caution for that area. This what is could be the watch. It will said that area. This what is the threshold. Sphere thunder watch will is a moderate risk for severe wind, but there's 60 plus Canada very low and very low for severe hail and a 2 plus inch of hail and other tornadoes are low and year 2 plus is very low for that segment. But the those thunderstorms is also introducing some areas get closer to headed to it. The thunder, this the severe hail, but going to hit towards the city and the town points the time, and it's gonna be the town at the city, the Lewis Point, Venice, Lowered, and Gallant, and the new point, and the 26, and maybe like 33:40 p.m. for this tiny being, but when this gonna be maybe going to hit your area early this morning, but there's gonna be a lot of stress hold with those thunderstorms are keeping up their area, and also we have lots of hail, but it's going to hit Bama area in 3:41 p.m. time, but it's gonna be a lot. But the massive hail was a cyclone, was going towards the New County Valley area, and it's gonna be New Valley very soon. But the most weird string was this was cyclone loved potentially with a wall cloud and stuff, but there's not a lot of hail threat, but there's gonna be lots of more coming headed towards some areas, just like WM and 23 minutes, and also 42 wearing same area. Gonna be a lot of damage, hail zone area, but over time, when this storm progresses over day in and day out for it, over time, for this going on with the vegetation. Lots of interesting with these storms going on over time with these uh, the thunderstorms event at November 10th, because of the second season, but there's gonna be a lot of hail some areas going getting over time, but it's hard to tell what's going on each zone. There is extreme weather out here.